A solution to a challenge starts with an idea. Share that idea, and amazing things are set in motion. Here in Southeast Alaska, we've got an idea that we're sharing. The Sustainable Southeast Partnership is a network of diverse organizations and individuals working to empower Southeast Alaskan communities to develop social, ecological, and economic sustainability. Unlike many other parts of the world, the people who live here have a unique opportunity for self-determination to find a balanced approach to living and protecting this special place. The structure of this network is guiding a new way of working together in the region.
SSP isn't really a what, it's more of a how. It's about how we work together at the community level, from community to regional level, across organizations, across individuals. It's building, maintaining, and establishing those relationships and growing that trust to leverage the resources and share the knowledge that project to project is being built across the region.
Since we were here yesterday, we know all the species that are here.
Yeah, there's sculpin, freshwater sculpin, and there's Dolly Varden.
Yep.
Huna Native Forest Partnership, boy, that's a real trendsetter. Seeing these landowners and the community coming together to manage their neck of the woods.
So you want 300 volts?
300 and then 30 hertz. Duty cycle 25.
Shocking.
This one, right over your anode.
Oh, that's a cone.
One YOY coho. We're basically out here to determine what is the best method for sustaining our land.
You know, it's our lands, our hands approach to resource management, whether that's timber or fishing or minerals or whatever, all aspects of it. So it's something that we are really working toward using as a model for the community of Quogue here.
17.2 16.3, this is 18.6.
We have the best source of knowledge because we live here. We hunt here, we play here. This is our home. And if you give us the knowledge to manage the lands, we will apply it.
A lot of the stuff we end up doing out there in the grounds, the fishing grounds or hunting grounds, it's a lot of work, and you start thinking, why do I do this? But when you're eating it, when you got it on the table and it's just so awesome, you're like, that's why I do it.
Food is at the center of so much culture here. Alaskans spend about $2 billion on food each year. Our food that's in the grocery stores come from thousands of miles away. It can come from just down the street or regionally. Anything we can provide for ourselves means that we're less reliant on things that are brought in from a global market or from outside the region, outside the state. The overarching goal is to localize our food system, and that would be more money staying in the pockets of households and local residents and within communities and within the region. Producing your own food can ultimately connect you back to your place and promote stewardship. So engaging with youth, especially with the Traveling Greenhouse, and promoting school gardening, community gardening, gives those future leaders and future community members an opportunity to learn the skills necessary to be more self-sufficient, and also open up opportunities for potential small businesses or entrepreneurship around food production.
Our lives are full, and we're happy and successful in what we do. You can be successful in different ways.
Entrepreneurs around Southeast Alaska and the world are finding ways to redefine success. How can we build profitable businesses that have strong bottom lines but that are also maximizing benefits for our local community? Can we provide goods and services and jobs and professional development opportunities for our neighbors and integrate the sustainable use of natural resources? And building a robust, diverse local economy is really at the heart of building strong communities in the long term.
We're creating training and workforce development programs that support entrepreneurship growth and job creation in the region. We work with communities and develop strong triple bottom line business models. And this will result in more long-term resiliency for both the business, the community, and the environment. There's a lot of different organizations and people that are wanting to support small business growth and creation, and so we're trying to bring those people together and provide some tools for those entrepreneurs so that they can face the challenges that are preventing them from being successful.
Even though Alaska is an oil-producing state, we don't get a hometown discount for diesel oil. Our communities are paying an extremely high cost for oil that is refined out of state and then shipped back in. Renewable energy is here. We have an abundance of it. We have a lot of potential for hydroelectric power, but we also have the potential for woody biomass, geothermal, and believe it or not, we have enough sun to power solar energy. Energy efficiency is really our first fuel. It's the most cost-effective and it provides the quickest payback. In 2014, REAP got a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to provide Level 1 energy audits to rural communities. There was identified $380,000 worth of investments that could be made on energy efficiency measures with a savings of over $170,000 per year. And that's money that can go back into the economy as opposed to being sent out of the island for diesel fuel for electricity or heating. If we can improve our energy independence, that means paying less for energy and alleviating the cost of living. Businesses can thrive and stay open for the winter, hire more people. It means families can stay in the community, they can shop locally, and they can provide the food and resources that their families need.
Finding ways to build a more resilient future for Southeast Alaska, empowering our communities to develop social, ecological, and economic sustainability is a huge task. That's why the Sustainable Southeast Partnership is so powerful. It's bringing diverse entities with different perspectives and approaches, histories, and resources together.
Because we have a common goal of trying to make Southeast Alaska sustainable, especially in our rural communities, there's a lot that we can do together.
So one integral strength of the Sustainable Southeast Partnership is our growing diverse network. Businesses and tribal entities, nonprofits, corporations, schools, cities, they're all sharing their unique perspectives and their resources.
Learning from each other and not having to remake the wheel every time really makes it a lot better.
Collaboration starts with a meeting, but it ends with actually entities putting resources forward, having skin in the game to move a project that is meaningful to more than just them.
We're able to identify synergies across organizations and opportunities for utilizing resources over here for a project over here that otherwise wouldn't have happened.
There's trust in relationships between people and organizations that need to be rebuilt or strengthened in Southeast Alaska.
The work is not about where we disagree or how we might disagree. We can still be effective in the areas where we see a common goal and share those common values.
The solutions are here. They've always been here.
And our knowledge is traditional, so that's passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. So that memory is not lost and is still with us. So we still go out there and do it.
We're not on the land, we're part of it and it's part of us. So if we don't take care of our resources, they're not going to take care of us.
What you put out there in your words and your actions, no matter what happens, it's going to come back to you. It's the law of the universe. The tide goes out, and if it goes out 4.5 feet, it's going to come back 4.5 feet.
Across the globe, we all face these challenges of figuring out how our human society interacts and sustains the natural environment. We have a long history of humans living as part of that natural environment in Alaska, and the native history goes back over 10,000 years. By taking those traditional and customary practices and combining them with a pursuit of global sustainability, we're finding ways to chart a new course in living within the natural environment while having healthy and thriving communities and economy that sustains the needs of the people that live as part of that natural environment. The Sustainable Southeast Partnership is our effort to take on global issues by acting locally in a place that has global conservation importance.
We all work in the same space. We all work in the same communities. We all talk with the same people. Let's share those ideas and kind of move more new things forward.
Knowledge is power, and we gotta work together here to hold the planet together.